Hello there everybody, welcome back to another Train Sim World 6 first look video. This is for the very exciting West Coast Mainline Birmingham to Crewe route by new developers to the game All Aboard Studios. Here we are, this is New Street at the sort of southern end of the route. We're in the 350, the /2. You get 3 different variants of the 350 on here. But yeah, this is New Street, so as opposed to the cross city route, a lot more clutter, signage, and of course a lot more trains. You've got all of the different layers here, cross city. There's a Voyager around here as well. There's quite a lot going on here at New Street, and one of the most exciting, well, fairly exciting things is that if we, it won't work, but you can open this up, which is one of the dispatch, if it wants us to. Here, you can open these up, pop that in for TRTS, and you can press the right away stuff. These are the dispatch panels, which are pretty cool. Anyway, we can get the door shut probably. Yeah, lock doors. And keep an eye on that signal under the S there. Right, doors are closing. Just about. Right away. Look at that. Brilliant. Oh. And let's get that off. It's forward. And let's go. Just want to quickly turn off some of the settings. We don't need... Where is it on here? Player assist. Where is it? I know it is on console, but on here it's different. I want to turn off the stop marker and stuff. Where would that be? Accessibility. Hang on, auto crosshair. We want that off. Player assist, HUD and gameplay. That's probably the one, isn't it? Get all of this stuff off. Ugh, you can all go off. We get that off as well. We don't need that on. Right, there we go. That should be it. Yeah, much better. Right, let's go. We're off.
Liverpool South Parkway and Liverpool Lime Street.
But that's very cool to see the RA on there. It was slightly mistimed because we took a bit longer to close the doors.
Familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
We're on our way. Hopefully audio is okay as we make our way out of New Street. Which yeah, does look quite a lot better than it does on the cross city route. Thanks to Dovetail Games for giving us a key to show this off. Unfortunately, we are on PC. I hate playing PC version of TSW, but there wasn't really any other choice, as it was a big no to playing on PlayStation early. So, but hey ho. So hopefully it looks and sounds okay. Cool. So there goes the cross city line there to the left. I'm just going to quickly do a little audio check now just to make sure it is okay. Maybe turn it up a tiny bit. We'll keep checking that as we go along. And also show you my settings for graphics as well. Not as good as I want them to be. The screen percentage is only at 110%. But yeah, there they are there in 4K as well. Do a little running brake test. There we go. Cool. So the route's 53 miles long, but I think there's only 14 stations on it, which are sort of at the lower end of the route. Once you get past Wolverhampton, it's sort of they all space out the stations. Basically, it's a bit of a commuter route to Wolverhampton, and after that you get like long distances between the stations. Right up to 50. Should see a lot of trains on this run. Yeah, we're not going to be short of trains. There's a turbo star. Should run at a fairly solid 60 FPS the whole way. Should do. Cool, and then up to 65 once we're out of the tunnel. Yeah, this is the developers who made this All Aboard Studios. This is their first route for Train Sim World. I mean, that's like, well, their first route. It's the West Coast Mainline out of Birmingham. That's quite impressive, and you'll see as we go along how impressive it looks. And considering it is their first route in the game, it's modern as well. Or 2019, which is modern. It does look very good. And here's the BTP livery as well. Bit weird that you only get like one coach. I mean, this is just the way it's designed in real life, but only the sort of one coach. You'd sort of think maybe the 2 middle coaches, or even all coaches, could be BTP'd up. But yeah, just promoting the British Transport Police, who when they're available will come and sort issues. So we're following along the canal here to make our way out of New Street. We also go past Soho Depot, which I believe is where the 323s are stored. We didn't actually get that on the Cross City line, which is sort of one of the meh things about Cross City, as there's no depot. Again, lots of foliage, lots of clutter. Well, not too much clutter along this bit, but as we go along you'll see lots of clutter. I've done a couple of runs on here already just to Sandwell and Dudley, just to sort of see how it runs. This is Soho Depot, I believe. So this is where the 323s are stored. Obviously at this time in the morning, and most of them probably are out and about. So a little audio test as well. Yeah, that seems relatively okay. For a bit quieter in the cab. There's the horn. Everyone loves a bit of horn. Yeah, you get the 350/1, the /2 and the /3 on this route. So there is no actual new train on this route. But then there's not really many options for a new train on this route. So we've already got most of the trains that's run on this route in real life already in the game. Unless they're a new developer, it's probably better just to sort of do smaller changes than a whole new train. They'd be like ATS with their first ever route on TSW. It was the MAC route, Manchester Airport Commuter, that only had the 323, which we'd seen before. Whereas on this you do get the new subclasses of the 350. This is Smethwick Rolfer Street. Sort of the slow services stop here. And just round the corner we're a bit at Galton Bridge. These are stations I've never heard the name of until, well, I saw this route. This is a very sort of very low knowledge area for me. Birmingham.
We are now approaching Smethwick Galton Bridge. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and
slow
step
down
onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
Cool.
Whilst at the station, if you see something that doesn't look right, speak to our team or text the British Transport Police on 61016.
Nice. And once we get to the end, I'll show you all of the layers and services on this route. There are absolutely loads. I think there's 19 layers in total. And we should have all of them enabled as well. Should do. And also, look at the 350. It doesn't come to a stop now at like 2 miles an hour. They've do that. Do that. Yeah, they've fixed the 350 as before on the West Coast Mainline South version. Once the announcement's done.
Stafford, Crewe, Winsford, Hertford, Acton Bridge, Runcorn, Liverpool South Park.
Getting there.
And Liverpool Lime Street.
Liverpool Lime Street. What we were saying, yeah, the 350 has been fixed now, altered, as on the West Coast Mainline South version. Same with actually all of the Desiros in TSW, the 700, 380, basically all the Dovetail Games ones. They're sort of broken, as when you get to about 2.5 miles an hour, it just slams the brakes on, which does happen in real life, but at a much lower speed. So when you're coming up to buffers, it was just the right pain to just get sort of a perfect stop as you just come to a stop before the buffers. On here it's been fixed, so it does happen, but just at a much lower speed. Right, let's get the doors shut. Y, there we go. We're going to be calling, what's the next one? Costly next. I can tell you take Costly. That's just me doing that. Right, and let's go. I saw you probably would have a guard on here. Yeah, 53 miles long, 14 stations, and included you get the 350/1, /2 and /3. And that does include the BTP livery as well, which we're using for this run. There we go.
Welcome aboard this London North Western Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street.
And you get them in the London Midland livery and London North Western Railway livery, unbranded though.
Hertford, Acton Bridge, Runcorn, Liverpool South Parkway, and Liverpool Lime Street.
Cool. Yeah, so I've only driven this route until Sandwell and Dudley. I've not driven it past there.
Please familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
Cool. Actually, I tell you, like Dudley Port. That's the furthest I've been on it, just to sort of test to see how it gets sort of the correct settings.
If you see something that doesn't look right,
Hello.
speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016.
Quite a lot of announcements on
We'll
here,
sort it.
which I like.
Say it. Sorted.
And this train would realistically have announcements as well, whereas some trains like the Voyager, it's manually done by the guard. On these you would have the automated announcements, which I would assume can hear in the cab. So this is Sandwell and Dudley we're coming up to. Some of the Pendos actually stop here as well. So this will be a station you'll be stopping at a fair bit. So that's one of the sort of bigger stations. Cool, and then come down to 60, which is where we cross over the canal. Yeah, it's a very busy 2-track section of the route. There's once you get north of Wolverhampton, north of Stafford it goes to 4 tracks, so sort of the last push onto Crewe. But yeah, it's a very busy 2-track section of mainline. We haven't done it at the busiest time of day will probably be in about an hour and a half from now, but we should still see a lot of trains. We've already seen quite a lot already. Over the canal. Oh, there's a Voyager. Sort of gives you an idea of all the layers on this route, of the trains passing by. Now you've got Dudley Port Station, that will be coming up, and then after that you've got Tipton. And after that, I don't know. So it might be Costly after that. Or Cosley. Cosley. Also keep an eye on the OHLE, because it changes, I think, between Wolverhampton and Penkridge, it changes to like a different style. So keep an eye on that. There we go. Again, this is All Aboard Studios' first route for Train Sim World. I mean, if this is their first route, you know, what's next? Not sure if it uses the old water though. That almost looks like a bit like the old water in the game for the canal. Again, this is early access. I mean, I'm recording this yesterday as of you watching this. Cool. Yeah, right alongside the canal here, we've got a little sort of loop here as well. Maybe some freight trains you'll go into there. I have to wait for another train to pass by. Got another 60 coming up. So this is, what's this one? Tipton? Is this Tipton? This might be Tipton, this one. So I'll try and have a look as we go by. Tipton, yeah, and then down to 60 again. Put that down. This is also, I think, the busiest stretch of the route between Wolverhampton and New Street. As you get the shuttle services, which just run backwards and forth between Wolverhampton and New Street, which are about sort of 28 minutes, half hour long, which stop at every single stop. So lots of service variety, which we'll see at the end. Cool, not too far to Cosley. Back up to 75 now. This would sort of be your marker for Cosley, this sort of bridge here. So we'll sort of coast it for a bit and then start bringing the speed down. Got a neutral section as well. That'll probably also be your marker as well. Not sure if they work the neutral section, so I have to keep an eye.
Approaching Cosley. Please mind the gap when leaving the train.
Cosley,
And step
Cosley.
onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs. Whilst at the station, if you see something that doesn't look right,
Cool.
speak to our team or
Only
text
4
the British
coaches.
Transport Police on 61016.
There we go, there's a pen day. I think that's as we're right to the end of the platform here. And you also notice the CIS screens, the screens on the platform are also a bit different as well. I want to go down to here. There was actually another sort of marker there. Oh, was that the one we were meant to stop at? Let's go and have a little look, see. A couple of different designs there to the stop markers. Right, let's have a little look.
This is Cosley. Welcome
that
aboard this
and
London
that.
Northwest.
What's that one there? Let's have a look. Yeah, you got a 2 to 3, then you got a 4, UDS. What's the UDS mean? Yeah, what's the UDS? And you got the S there. I think it wants us to stop on this one, but I don't know what's the UDS? Someone will know. What's that stand for? Like door selection? No, don't know. Cool. But yeah, this is the BTP livery, which you won't get randomly. It's got its own services, like it follows its own diagrams. Quite cool livery. Right, let's see. So after this, we've got Wolverhampton, which is only about 5 minutes away. Here's the innards of the train. So you've got different seating patterns between the different subclasses. Oh, can't get through there. Oh, oh, can we get in the Potossil toilet? You cannot get in the toilet. Although, why would you want to? It probably would look pretty nasty in there anyway. Cool, right, let's get the doors shut. I assume that will be sorted as well, post launch, sort of where it doesn't fit into the little display area. Right, doors shut. Sounds like new door sounds as well. They have updated quite a lot to the 350. There's the different CIS as well. Right, let's go. Wolverhampton up next. And let's go. Let me actually get the list. I'll try and get the list up on my phone of the changes to the 350.
Liverpool Lime Street. We'll be calling at Wolverhampton, Penkridge, Stafford, Crewe, Winsford, Hertford,
This is Winsford a lot louder.
Liverpool South Parkway, and Liverpool Lime Street.
Cool. Thing is, you could technically drive this train all of the way to Liverpool.
Please familiarise yourself
Sort of,
with the safety
in the game.
notices displayed throughout the train.
Although it'd be really weird. Because when you get to Crewe, there is also the very little known, sort of almost forgotten route now, Spirit of Steam, which was the first steam route in TSW.
If you see something that doesn't look
Which runs from Crewe to Liverpool Lime Street.
or text the British Transport
Via
Police
Acton
on
Bridge, Runcorn.
61016. We'll sort it. See it? Say it.
Although it's set in the
Sort it.
1950s, so again, wouldn't really be ideal to run a 350 on there. But you probably could if you wanted to. Yeah, nice mix of liveries with the sort of ex-London Midland livery and the London North Western Railway sort of livery. Remember, there also, I think there used to be like a purplish livery on the 350 as well. Remember, there was like a Hornby model of it. Back in sort of 2010, 2011, I was actually looking at getting a Class 350, like a Hornby set, like a model set of it. And one of it was either a London Midland one or some sort of like purpley, similar to the London Midland livery, but like purpley. I can't remember what company that was though. Probably one of these ones up here. Right, let me quickly get the list up of the changes they've made to the 350 as we head along towards Wolverhampton. Let's have a look. So, yeah, it was a fairly sort of big list of the changes. Just going to try and find where that was as we head along. So we've got a 30 mile per hour limit coming up, which I think has a warning board as well. From what I saw on the preview stream. Yeah, there we go, 30. I was quite worried this route might be quite a tricky one to learn HUDless, but I think I'm going to get the hang of it fairly quickly. It's sort of 65, 75, those couple of 60 spots. And after Wolverhampton, I think it's like over 100 most of the way. Anyway, let's slow down before TPWS gets us, or something gets us. Still getting the list up of the changes to the 350. A little bit of external sound for you. Of course, we're now going about 27, so we're in line with the 30. This is one of the sort of iconic parts of, well, not iconic, but one of the more eye-catching parts of the route. As you sort of go over the sort of viaducts here. 15 coming up as well. Lots of flange. People walking down there by the canal, or alongside the canal. Got this other line that joins up here. Not sure where this line goes. I don't know this area, but there's. I think we'll slow down a bit early here for the 15. That's sort of the a lot of photos had this sort of bit here, the junction into Wolverhampton. And Wolverhampton has slightly peculiar platform numbering. As we come into platform 1, and to the left of us is platform 5, which we'll see as we come in. Yeah, that there goes into platform 5, which is the bay platform. I suppose they could have done platform 0, but they were like, nah, let's go for platform 5. Must be sort of a newer platform. So improvements to the 350. We've got suspension rework, improved braking curves, improved the traction lock system, so you can now switch cabins. I assume that must be maybe glitched before. Improved the emergency lock conditions. So if you press the plunger or the PBC into emergency, you can now release the braking again. Improved door logic. So you can now consistently depart without brakes being stuck on when trying to apply power. Improved couple and uncouple logic. As we sort of slowly come in, just going to pay attention to where the stop marker is. Some improvements to the UDS switch logic. UDS switch. What is the U? That was on the stop marker, wasn't it? The UDS. Door selector, maybe, potentially. But like SDA, UDS. I'll have to find out what that is. Right, here's the 3, 4, 5, 6 marker. So we'll stop here. And again, look. You get you sort of at a much lower speed. It changes.
Welcome aboard this
Or the brakes slam on.
Western Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street. The next stop will be
Penkridge. This is Wolverhampton. Got Pendo in here as well. Quite a cool station. You got platform 1 we're on.
Liverpool Lime Street.
You got the little concourse area here, tickets, etc. And sort of the orange colour scheme of West Midlands Railway. And yeah, here's platform 5 down here. Look at that, 1 and 5 together. Cool. We're just going to check to see if it's running all smoothly. Bear with me. Right, there you go. It did seem to be running all fine. So we're just about to leave Wolverhampton. Let's get the door shut, and then we'll go through the list of changes to the route.
Liverpool Lime Street.
Cool. Right, set forward,
Penkridge,
and let's go.
Crewe, Winsford, Hertford.
She says Winsford very loudly.
Runcorn, Liverpool South Parkway, and Liverpool Lime Street.
So we've got Penkridge in about 9 miles. So yeah, they start to space out a bit now, the stops between.
Please familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed
Yeah, we will.
throughout the train.
We will. Cool. And there's platform 6 there as well, Wolverhampton, just to make things even funnier with platform 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 and 6, which are these sort of 2 bay
If you see
platforms.
something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll
Cool.
sort it. See it? Say it. Sorted.
Lovely. Well, there was one thing which did happen. My PC sort of black screened randomly when I finished my recording. So I thought I'd spawn back in at Wolverhampton and get the same train, but apparently not. So we're now in the LNWR liveried 350. So maybe they do change around, because I think there's two different sort of train diagrams you can have for the BTP one. So you might not see it on the same one every single time. But we get to check out this one now as well. So, but still the same service. Right up to 55. Let's whack that up. And we also get to go up to 110 or so on this stretch as well. So it does become, yeah, fairly quick. I've still got the list up of the changes to the 350. So we can have a little look-see. Oh, right there it is there. Well, I think we're at the UDS one, weren't we? Still 60 for now. Let's see. So improve the body indicator lights. So that's the bill lights. So the let me show you. That's free, isn't it? These lights here, which indicate if the doors are unlocked. So when doors close under driver mode, they go off, and when in guard mode, they will flash when the local door is active in that coach. Improve the PBC sensitivity, so that's this thing down here, that's the power brake controller. Oh, hang on, let's put that down a bit. Must be downhill a bit here. Yeah, there we go. Improve the auto brake system, that's the thing we mentioned earlier on. So that's when you get down to a really low speed, and well, it sort of automatically applies the brakes. That's now been fixed, so it doesn't do it at like 2.5 miles an hour. Instead, it's now 1.5 miles an hour or under, which makes a massive difference from when you're coming up to buffers. And you sort of need to go slow, but then it slammed the brakes on before you were ready. Added onboard announcements, added passenger ambience, removed DC functionality, so that's third rail. The option of third rail, that's just now been removed for the variants which don't have it. Oh, a bit of lag there, I don't know what that was for, but /1 has proper interior as per 2019 pre-refurb spec. Removed DOO, the driver only operation components on /1 and /2 subclasses. Changed PIS from not in service to LNR as per real life. Changed external PIS colour to reflect closer to real life, and centered PIS text on external PIS, whether that's gone through on here or not. There you go, that's all of the changes to the 350s, and of course you get the /1 and the /2. Let's just make sure that's audio is, yeah, that seems to be okay. And then we can go up to 110 miles per hour. Oh, Q. As I'm on the PC, I'm always tempted to press E for the DSD, but that wouldn't be very good. That means we would stand up. So you've even got the EPS speed limits along here. So if you're driving the Pendolino, which can tilt, you'll be able to go at a higher speed than, well, this train. Which again, we'll look at all of the layers at the end. Like 125 if you're a normal train. No, a Pendo. Let's get ahead before it gets too fast. Maybe too fast already, actually. We get one like that. Look at that, whizzing past. Again, we are in a different unit to what we started in. As when I finished the recording, just to check it, my PC just black screen. It's like, great. So I went back in, and it wasn't, surprisingly, wasn't the BTP one, which I thought it sort of had to be each time, but no. I think it's got two different diagrams it can run on. So that's good to know, I guess. Flying our way up the route, FPS wise we're running at sort of 60ish, so that's good. Again, probably only be a couple of videos on the PC, and then we'll be back PlayStation 5. Let's get dovetail for this release. I've been like, nope, don't play it on PlayStation early. So it's like, gotta play on damn PC, which I don't like doing. Although you can see it does look alright, it looks pretty decent. We've got our settings on ultra high, but the screen percentage isn't at 200, it's at 110. So it doesn't look as clear as it could be. I mean, does this look better than the PS5 or not? I don't know. Find it hard to tell. 3 miles, let's go down really quick this bit. So we've only got Penkridge, Stafford and Crewe now. And I think they're the only stations on this section left. So even though we've still got, you know, another half hour or so, they're the only stations. There's no other stations there's no stations we're going fast through. So you get a massive gap. In fact, let's take a look at the route map. There's the route map. So Brum down here, New Street down here, which is busy. Wolverhampton here, and then Stafford up here, where you got the Trent Valley route drawing up, and it's just fast all the way up to Crewe. Got just over a mile to Penkridge. Again, we are at 110 miles an hour. Well, 100 miles an hour at the moment. So I have to slow down relatively soon. Just trying to find a marker for it for when we do Hudless. That's going to be that signal sort of comes over. And also, yeah, you've got here, I think the OHLE changes. So this bit here changes a bit. So that can sort of be your marker. Right, let's start slowing down. You've also got a banner repeater there as well. Could also be a marker for it. There's a Voyager whizzing its way down. Try not to whiz through Penkridge. That was just up there. So again, isn't on licensed delivery. So, well, same issue with Dovetail. They haven't been able to get the license for London North Western Railway. Hopefully in future that will change. I can't remember if they're nationalised yet. There's a lot of the rail companies in the UK are being nationalised. And I think what happened with the, this is quite a small station, with the original West Coast Mainline South was the fact I think they did have licensing for it, but then the government, well, I think this is what they think happened. They think the government were like, right, don't hand out any contracts or whatever until you're nationalised or whatever, something like that. So we probably won't have LNWR until it's a nationalised company.
This is Penkridge.
So whenever that is.
Welcome aboard
Right.
this London Northwestern.
Hopefully in the near future we'll get licensed for it, and we'll see LNWR on the side. But it's not too bad, is it? I mean, it's still the livery, just without the logos. But if you're on PC, there is obviously mods for that. Cool, this is Penkridge. It would be quite an easy station to miss, considering it's only a 4-coach platform and it's 110 miles an hour through it as well. Penkridge. Is it an hourly service here?
South Parkway and Liverpool
Oh, no,
Line
every half
Street.
hour.
Will passengers intending to travel on this
Right,
service
every half hour, well,
please join the
yeah.
train now, as it is ready to leave.
Oh, a bit of a gap this side.
Platform 2 for the 0707 London North Western Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street, which is ready to leave.
We are ready to leave, right. Stafford next, about 5 miles. Sounds like the train's got a bit loud. I can hear people behind chatting. Would be nice if the guard buzzed you. I assume they do that on the 350s in real life. Maybe that could be added.
Hertford, Acton Bridge, Runcorn, Liverpool South Parkway, and
Liverpool Lime Street. Let's try and get a photo as we. Maybe we get. Let's get one now. Well, I really want to get one when like a Pendo goes past, so we can see what that's. See that. Let's get one here. Rotation, yeah, we'll get a bit of rotation on it. Hide overlay. It was F12, I think, to take a photo on computer. Get another one from a bit further up as well. All that good stuff. There you go. We'll try and get another one when we get another train going past us. That'll look a bit
Please
better.
familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
Lovely. So yeah, 5 miles to Stafford, which is where the West Coast Mainline Trent Valley joins up. So that's the route which sort of skips Birmingham out.
See something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British.
But let's be honest, who wants to go through Birmingham?
61016. We'll sort it. See it? Say it. Sorted.
Yeah, so the Trent Valley route sort of completely skips out Birmingham, which is the bit I've actually been on in real life. I've been on the Trent Valley, but not on this bit in real life. Because I think the services to North Wales, like Holyhead, they go via the Trent Valley. And also the ones to Glasgow, I think they also go via the Trent Valley. I think it's the ones like the more local destinations like Manchester, Liverpool, I think they all go via Birmingham. Oh, we got a TSR coming up as well, 40. It's always 40, isn't it? No, there was an AWS magnet there, but it didn't sound. I got that coming up. One of the new things of Train Sim Mod 6, expect the unexpected with the TSRs. Start popping that down. This comes out tomorrow, £29.99, so 30 quid. For PlayStation 5, Xbox Series and PC platforms. It will not be on PS4 or Xbox One because it would probably just overwhelm those consoles. Plus it also means probably more dev time as well to put them on those platforms, which probably isn't worth it. So again, current gen consoles and PC only for this route for £30. So usual release times about 10 AM on console UK time and 5 PM Epic and 6 PM Steam. Usually along those lines. Speed that up to 110. I want to get like a Voyager or a Pendo to pass, and we'll get another photo then. And yeah, once we get north of Stafford, you get a quadruple track main line with like the fast lines and the slow lines. So we've got that to look forward to, and we should see more traffic as well for the stuff. Well, not running via Birmingham, so we should see more Pendos. And I also think you get the line off via Stoke. Yeah, which goes off this way. And some trains go that way to get to Crewe, which I think is longer. That's another way some of them go. Warning for a 60 and a 30, but 60 for us. See, I think, well, I reckon Penkridge to Birmingham New Street, I could probably do HUDless. Just when we get north of Penkridge up this way, it's like, that'll be the more, well, tricky a bit. I'm down to 60. So we got that coming up. So it slows down quite a bit before the station. We've still got over a mile to the station, but we're at 60. Double yellow.
Order 0750.
What?
Crew. Calling at. Closely tipped.
That was weird. It's like we could hear the announcement there of Wolverhampton, unless they're really, really loud. Not sure what that was. I can still hear it. Yeah, I can hear the announcements of the Wolverhampton platform we spawned on. Well, at least I spawned back into to rejoin this service. That's weird. Very weird. Don't know why I've slowed down so much there. Anyway, coming into Stafford about a minute late. Great.
We are now approaching Stafford. Please mind the gap when leaving the train.
Platform 5.
And step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage.
Oh, there's Pendo. Nice.
After the station,
Is that going
if you
fast
see
as well?
something that doesn't look right,
Looks like it's going
speak
straight
to
through.
our team or text the British Transport Police on 61016.
I thought most train stops here, but maybe not. Cool. Oh, this is Stafford, one of the other bigger stations. I mean, the big stations on the route are New Street, Wolverhampton, Stafford, and Crewe. They're sort of the big places, the principal stops. And yeah, will we be running on the slow or the fast line north of Stafford? Right, here we are.
This is Stafford. Welcome
Stafford.
aboard this London North West.
Oh, I put the DRA on. There you go. And yeah, once we
Winsford,
come out,
Hertford,
we'll look at the layers and stuff, and scenarios, journey mode. Different signs here. Home of Staffordshire Uni. Got the calm posters as well. There's another one over here. Crewe. Maybe that's one we could hear on the board. But hang on, what? I'm not sure what's going on here with this board here. This looks... That's from like way back. That looks like it's one of the Birmingham New Street ones. Maybe that service is slightly bugged. Maybe. Again, early access build.
We'll be calling out
Right,
Crewe,
doors shut.
Winsford, Hertford, Acton Bridge, Runcorn,
that
Liverpool
off.
South Parkway,
Forward.
and Liverpool Lime Street.
Right, let's get going. Oh, we got a trophy for something. Reach driver level 2.
Please familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
24 miles. This is like the big... I mean, if you look on the route map, this is a big stretch. I mean, this is like half the route from Crewe to Stafford. Like, it feels like we're almost at Crewe, but no. This is... I mean, mileage-wise, it's only halfway.
Speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it? Say it. Sorted.
Cool. And we're off. And yeah, that announcement would be supposed to be coming out of this speaker here. It's like on the Electro Stars in real life. The you get the passenger announcements coming through into the driver's cab. And then we just sit back and relax basically for this bit. I think it is 100 most of the way. It might go up to 110 actually. And so you've got the slow and fast lines here. Well, they're all split off in a second as you get the line off to Stoke. Trouble is now, I wonder if ATS will extend Manchester Airport commuter. Oh, that's nice to see. You got no refuge boards there. The little blue and white checkered boards. Yeah, I wonder if ATS would extend their route from Alderley Edge to Crewe. Because then you could then do a full run from Birmingham up to Manchester Piccadilly. But at the moment you've got that gap between Crewe and Alderley Edge. Miles an hour. And I suppose they probably could use the model, All Aboard Studios model of Crewe, maybe, and then join it up somehow. Cool. So yeah, 22 miles, and there's no station in between Stafford and Crewe. It's just 20 miles of just open countryside. which for the UK is quite impressive. Maybe there used to be a station along here, don't know. Let's whiz ahead again, get a shot. Again, want to try and get a nice photo of like this going past the 390. The 390 is sort of the highlight of the West Coast Main Line. Which I assume we would see a 390 on this portion of the journey. At 97 miles an hour. So I mean, this part of the route, even though it's 24 miles or whatever, should go relatively quick because we're going to be going at, well, 100 miles an hour basically all of the way. Yeah, from here it's what, about 15 minutes. So the line should all split off in a second, of the line off to towards Stoke, I believe it is. That'll be coming up, and then we sort of swing off to the left. Yeah, here we go, up this way. So that's the line off to, I think that also sort of goes round as well, so we should see that again in a second. Yeah, so it goes up and round and over. Yeah, there's that line over there, so that's going to go up and over in a second. But we'll see that line again. Cool. And so I think for here, the outside lines are the slow lines and the middle lines are the fast lines. And I think they're also together as well, so you get the up line or the down lines, which we're going to be on. I think they go like together. So the outside lines are the slows and the inside lines are the fast. As on some main lines you'll have it where you get the up fast and down fast next to each other, then the up slow and the down slow next to each other. Whereas I think the West Coast Main Line is a bit like the South West Main Line, where you get the fast lines in the middle and the slow lines on the outside. Still 100 at this stage. I did think it went up to one. I mean, maybe it might go up to 110. Only 100 at the moment. Only 100. Let's have a little look at the route map, see if we've got any other trains coming along. So I want to get a nice little photo of a Pendo. I bet there'll be like none. There's one going that way. Come on, surely there must be another train coming down the line. Or up the line as it would be. No, they're all going the other way. Oh, they are as well, unless anything leaves Crewe. Wow. Oh no, there's something leaving there. There we go, that's what that one's leaving. Oh, that one's probably going the other way, isn't it? Via Stoke or whatever. Well, hopefully we'll see a Pendo, and we get a nice photo of it. Still 100. So this should be quite easy to remember. $16 miles now, so that's 8 miles gone already. That's gone relatively quick as well. Again, hopefully it's running nicely. Bit of a lag spike there. And hopefully it looks good as well. So yeah, we are on the PC for this, which I literally never played TSW on the PC, as I'm primarily console. But yeah, hopefully it's looking alright. That's why my computer is weird. Like, it will run it at sort of 175% screen percentage and all top settings. But then when I record, it will just overload and then the video will just be laggy. So I've had to sort of tone it down a bit so we can also record at the same time. Although people say my PC's good though, but it can't run TSW at top settings that well alongside recording. So I wonder what the fast lines are. They what, 125? If you're in the Pendo. 14, that's 10 miles gone already. At this speed, it's nothing. And yeah, once we get up to Crewe, we'll come out to the menu and look at all of the different layers and scenarios, journey mode, all of that good stuff. I should actually play it on PC at some point. Is Frankfurt S-Bahn, which was the German route, which released back in May of this year. Which on console is just meh, but if you play it on PC, you get all of the layers. I have to try to do that at some point on here. $12 miles. That's just going really quick. Well, yeah, hopefully we see a Pendo. I want to see a Pendo come the other way, just so we can get a nice photo. Where did that one go which was leaving Crewe? Is it coming this way or not? Let's have a look. No, that one's going that way. Oh, there is something coming down, but it's on the far other line. Yeah, I should be able to get it. Oh shit, we might have something overtake us actually. Oh, not that. Didn't mean to click that. That's a good point. We might actually have one overtake us. That would be pretty cool to see happen. That's no train for ages. And then in the next couple of months, well, likely in the next couple of months, we're going to be getting the Crewe to Preston route, and then you'll be able to drive the West Coast Mainline all of the way from Birmingham up to Carlisle, which is very impressive. But the West Coast Mainline is really getting built quite quickly now on TSW, as opposed to say the East Coast Mainline, where it's still just that one stretch from Doncaster to Peterborough. Hopefully the ECML can get some love at some point. I just wonder what Audible Studios going to do next. I'd love them to do something in London, so you know it'll be good. BML remastered or Chatham. I don't know, something down in my neck of the woods. Yeah, I wonder what they'll do. Or will they potentially stick to this area and go south of Birmingham, as we don't have the bit between Birmingham and Milton Keynes. Maybe do that bit. Not sure. It'll be exciting to see what they do next, considering this is their first project and this is what they've done and this is how it looks. And it probably is one of the best looking UK routes we have. It's modern day, busy, and the West Coast Mainline as well. Sort of ticks all of the boxes. And if you've got the layers, even better. 8.5 miles. Oh, there's the Pendo, and of course it says we're just about to be divided by the little bridge here, of course. Hang on, let's try and jump into photo mode. It's going to be on the wrong side, actually. Yeah, it's going to sort of be out of the sun. Nah, I don't know. Well, I'll get another one at some point. Let's get back in the cab. I'll quickly replay this service after the first look and get some photos. 7 miles, I can see how fast it comes down the mileage. Not sure if we'll get any sort of warning boards for Crewe, or maybe we'll just get brought down by the signals. It's a little 100 as well. It's getting quite easy to remember this bit, just 100 all of the way from Stafford to Crewe. Or at least so far it's been 100 all of the way. I've only got 6 miles to go as well. And it's all open countryside as well. I haven't seen any sort of villages or towns. Just all open countryside. Well, a few bit odd buildings here and there. Must have been quite a nice bit doing this bit as opposed to doing the southern end of the route. Wonder what bit they did first, out of New Street or this bit? I was there, all of the hard work must have been sort of, yeah, New Street up to Wolverhampton, that sort of, you know, busy populated stretch. Yeah, this bit must have been a bit easier. Well, apart from Crewe. That must have been quite a challenge. But no, well done to All Aboard Studios. Well done to them. Yeah, their first project within TSW, and it's this. And again, one of the things people were saying about this route hasn't got any new trains. Yeah, technically it has, because you've got the 350/2 and the /3. I can't actually, what did we have originally? But yeah, but you've got 3 subclasses of the 350. Because again, there is not really many other trains we could have on this route. New. Because it's set in 2019, so you couldn't have, what, a 730, which I think they'll run on the route. We are eventually getting an 805, but I think that's going to be for the West Coast Mainline South, which is set sort of modern day, as in 2024, 2025, when the 805s run. So you've sort of got, you know, with the lathes, you've already got most of the trains on this route in real life, or which run on this route in real life. Right, coming down to 75, just trying to find a sort of a marker for that 75. Sort of a visual aid for when we eventually do this route like this. Maybe there's a footbridge here. Got the green footbridge on the straight. And you've got sort of 2 footbridges quite closely in a row. That's supposed to be your marker. Oh, and the double yellow. Which I assume you probably get each time we come along here. And then quite soon after that is 60. So we're now on the approach to Crewe, which I've heard the frame rate might drop a bit. You've got a massive, I mean, Crewe is just huge. I mean, look, there's quite a lot going on. So we might get a little bit of frame rate drop as we go. So let's pop that on and see what it does. Hopefully the computer doesn't die, because that would be annoying. Yeah, there's Pendo there, but again, sort of on the far side, so not really good for getting a photo with. I think I'll quickly redo this one after and get a photo on the double track section. So a big yard over there, which has lots of bits going on. Got a few sort of static stuff over there, freight wise. Yeah, the FPS does take a bit of a knock here. So you've got 158 there, and East Midlands Trains 1. Some sort of overgrown tracks there as well. Got a single yellow now. Well, one thing we actually haven't seen on this journey is the TFW stuff. The Class 150 and the 153. I don't think we've seen any of those on this service. Maybe it's too early to see those. What's this here? Train care facility Crewe? Only 240 miles to Glasgow. Getting there. Yeah, this is Crewe. You've got the railway, I think the Railway Heritage Centre. Was it Locomotion, which is sort of around here somewhere? Is that the Crewe Alexandra Stadium? Up there as well. So lots of sort of sights to see here at Crewe. You're not short of scenery. Yeah, there's the stadium up there. Man, this is Crewe. Probably do a whole video in itself, just wandering around Crewe. So the last time we saw this station was on Spirit of Steam, set in the 1950s. So to see it sort of modern day, quite a difference. Oh, is it when I start? Have we got stop markers here, or is it sort of just guess when you're in? I actually don't think you have stop. Do you have stop markers? Oh, you do. There we go. There's one on the wall there. It's a bit peculiar if it didn't have stop markers. But yeah, it's a full run of the Birmingham to Crewe route, and pretty cool.
Crewe. Welcome aboard this London North Western Railway
Yeah, right
service
on.
to
So 53 miles that is, from Birmingham up to Crewe. Impressive. Oh, must be. Is there another one? So calling out Lime Street only. I think that's our one. Must be a fast one coming in somewhere. Yeah, very impressive structure though here at Crewe. And this is where the line diverges up to the North Wales coastline as well, up towards Chester as well. Oh, wait, is it going to end the service? Lock doors. I mean, shouldn't really be locking it on a red, but just to end the service we have to do this. There we go, done. There we go. Oh, not a bad run. Obviously, it won't say, well, it won't have the full mileage on there, so I sort of had to load back in at Wolverhampton, but it should say about 53 miles. Right, let's quickly go out to the main menu, just so we can sort of see what the route has to offer. And it has to offer, well, quite a lot. So let's see, to the trains, choose a route. Oh, I've got 18, what am I missing? Oh, it's the. Oh, I think that's part of the. That was the gameplay pack for the West Coast Mainline South. So that must add in a couple of extra bits and pieces. But we got all the main ones. So 350/2. You got Ex London Midland, L&R, 48 services. Again, just sort of a mix of different ones on there. Wolverhampton to Walsall, Liverpool. Again, just a big mix. 150/2. This comes from the Cardiff City Network route, so you've got a fair few bits on there. 153, couple of that version, and just a couple on that one. 158, couple of services on there, just sort of ECS moves by the looks of things. 170/6. So again, this is from the 170 pack for Cross City. You got the two different variants of that, so that's going to be quite cool to run that at some point. 323, yeah, they're all just empty runs to the depot, which we didn't have on the Cross City route. Oh, you've actually got one on there as well. Wolverhampton to Four Oaks. Is that a service? Oh, you have got actually got a few runs on there, which you can drive the 323 on passenger service. That's cool. 350/1. Again, just a mix of services. 350 BTP. So I think you've got two diagrams. That's the one we were doing. But I think it has two different two different ones it can do. And there's the other one there. Let's see, 350/3. It seems to have sort of the most services. They all seem to be London ones. Yeah, they're all sort of the long distance one, those ones. Pendo, 2 different variants. And there's so much you can do on here. So much. Very much not short of what things to do. Loads. Flying Scotsman, if you want to do a rail tour service. The Jubilee from Spirit of Steam. That's a service as well. The Voyager, again, loads of services for the Voyager. Class 66, so we don't have all of these, apparently the 66 ones. But you can see there's a fair few on there anyway. 86 is on there, a couple of rail tours, and the 87 as well. And then for scenarios, if we come out, you get 5 scenarios. And for journey mode, you get, let's have a look, 5 chapters on there as well if you're into your journey mode. But that is going to be everybody for our first, hopefully it's not too noisy, the game music. That's going to be everybody for our first look of the Birmingham to Crewe route. It is on the PC, bit annoying, but hey ho. But yeah, fantastic job there by All Aboard Studios. Very, very good and strong first route to the game. I think it's going to do quite well, this one. Do leave your thoughts in the comments below. Links usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store, affiliate link for UK departure boards. Yeah, see you all and take care. Bye guys.